Happy New Year. I hope you had a great day yesterday. Whatever you were doing, if you were out partying, hope you don't have too much of a hangover. If you were out dancing, I hope your feet hurt because that means you had a good time. And if you had a lot of good food with friends and family or whatever, hope the food coma is good. I'm having a great day. I spent New Year's with my best friend. I wanted to take this opportunity, like everyone else, but most of them have done it in written form. All the people that I follow have done it in written form. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take the day, embrace it. And I also decided to take a walk while I do this because today is only 3 degrees. So it's not as cold because it's also, for once in the city's life, not windy. Oh, look, a duck. I don't know why, but it was cute. Let's start with an overview of my personal life because that's going to give you the context to why certain creative stuff didn't really work out the way I was hoping or intending. Oh, I'll look kayaking or whatever it's called. I'm sorry if you do the sport. I can't remember what it's actually called, but you do paddle and it's very extreme and your arms hurt. Anyway, so the personal stuff is I ended a 10-year-long relationship. So I'm single and living on my own for the first time in my entire life. Like, I've been single before, don't get me wrong, but living alone for the first time in my life. And it is very much a learning curve, but I love it. Anyway, so I ended that relationship and my grandfather passed away as well. So that was heavy. Those are like the two heaviest parts. Of course, there's, regular stress with day job and money, finance, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Then I've done a lot of good stuff. I tried goat yoga. It was brilliant. I hope they have it this year too, because it was so much fun. I have also really pushed myself to actually take care of me this year. And that is everything from really being able to establish a gym routine to actually taking steps to manage my epilepsy and my migraines more than I've done before. And I think that's really, really important. I'm very proud of that. And it's something that is gonna continue into the next year. The wind has returned. Just because I said the wind isn't all that bad today, it's just coming in now. Actually, I forgot. I've started volunteering at a cat shelter in the city, and I'm so excited. It's so much fun. They're super cute, and I'm looking forward to 2026 to just have more cats in my life. I've had cats before, but I want to travel, and I don't want to do that to a cat. So I'm in a place in my life where I'm not going to travel, have a cat, until after that. Anyway, let's get into the creative stuff because I have done a lot of good shit. Also, I'm getting further into the city and there's more people and subconscious. What the fuck just happened? That's not what yours should look like. Here we go. Hi. This is not going great for me. Anyway, the creative stuff, right? I've published 32 chapters on Hellbound this year or in 2025. Isn't that great? I'm so proud of myself. It's been a challenge for sure. I haven't published every week like I was planning on doing, but 32 I'm very happy with, especially when I compiled how many words it was, and it was just over 68,000 words just on Hellbound this year. I keep saying this year. In 2025. So if I say this year, I'm talking about 2025, all right? And then I've also started working on a new romance story coming in 2026 that is an alien romance. I've been really into it lately and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna try writing that myself. So I'm really pushing myself with both the romance thing, but also with sci-fi and forcing myself not to do my normal, just going overboard and it becomes too much. It becomes this epic sci-fi rather than just hey, let's maybe focus on what it's supposed to do, which is the romance and the alien is the backdrop kind of situation. But I've written about 15,000 words for that. So that brings me to, 82? Somewhere around there, 80,000+ words this year on original stories. And then, of course, I have been writing scraps and stuff here and there on other story ideas that I've had. And if I include scribbles for fan fiction stuff, I am comfortable saying that I've been over 100,000 words in 2025, which I'm so proud of. Like, it's not my record for sure. My record is 98,000 words in one month. I was not doing well afterwards, is all I'm saying. Don't do that. Now I need to reference my notes. What did I write? Because you need to prep and all, but God forbid you remember what it is, you know? See, oh yes, I held 2 writing workshops this year. One was on character creation, and the other one was on world building. It was so nerve-wracking, but I did it. I fucking did it. I hope to be able to do more of that this year. We'll see, but I hope to because it got a very good response and everything. So I'm super happy about that. And it was a very nice challenge. What more have I done? Oh, yes, I was invited to a Christmas special podcast here in Malmö. Also, very exciting. That was my first time. It was very nerve wracking. And I was like, I think I did a little bit too much research because they were like, oh, let's just talk about what your traditions are. And I'm like, but I looked up some Swedish ones because memory is bad. Do you know we have pagan roots? A little bit more business side is that I started consistently posting marketing materials on TikTok. Now, during the holidays, I kind of paused a little bit because I want to come into the New Year's with new energy, more of a plan. So far, I've just posted stuff to get the routine of it, which I'm very happy with. But now I want to be a little bit more deliberate. Oh god, there's people coming. I don't know what I do. Listen, the thing is that this camera that I'm using is small enough that people don't really notice it unless I'm making a deal out of it. I'm still like, there's people and I look crazy. But now that I'm holding my phone, it kind of looks like I'm talking to it. And anyway, awkwardness. I gave up on Instagram actually because Meta has once again fucked with my account, and this is like the 4th time. And it's just like, oh, now I couldn't post with reels with audio, like music wasn't working, and I'm like, I'm so tired of your shit not working, and I'm like, can you just get your shit together, please? So I've basically given up on it. You can follow me on Instagram for sure. I just post whenever I feel like it there. But if you want more consistent stuff, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to focus on TikTok. And I say unfortunately because even if I get to 10,000 followers and you can get paid, I can't get paid because I'm not in America. So if it goes well, then I might have been wasting my time over there. So please subscribe here on YouTube instead and help me out. Speaking of YouTube, I did post 17 videos, but when I looked at the analytics, unsurprisingly, I fell off around the end of. Hello. My extroverted self came out and he was not having it. But his cute dog, though. He's a little husky. Anyway, posted 17 videos and unsurprisingly kind of fell off around the end of my relationship. I had to re-gear, focus on other things. So, all those kind of stuff. With all that said, I can speak. Those are my big points of 2025 for my creative life, and I'm so happy and so proud. Now, my throat is parched. So, is that how you say it? My throat is dry. I need something to drink, and my fingers need warmth. So, we're gonna go to a cafe. Hopefully, there's not too many people there, so that I don't have to push through my awkwardness too much, you know? Well, let's see if we can make this work in this very, very loud environment. There's a lot of people here too, but I feel like I'm a little bit of a nook where I can just be myself. Plus, I'm keeping my headphones on in case people are looking. I'm so awkward. I'm so awkward right now. Anyway,
I was took a little walk because things were not working out. So I took the opportunity to also plan some for Hellbound Saga 4. Very exciting. I've decided to set Saga 4 here in Sweden. I was just like, why not? We're always defaulting to the US or like UK, maybe France. Let's move on for Saga 4. I need to focus. All right. Okay. Okay. I've decided to split it up into four categories. I have writing, I have video, I have marketing, and other. For writing, I will continue Hellbound. However, I'm going to slow down because something that I've realized is that I feel like this weekly rushing all the time is really eating into my creative energy for all other stories, and I feel like I need to get a handle on that. So Hellbound, I'm probably gonna go with one chapter every 2 weeks. That's the goal. It might be 3 weeks depending on how the first few months feel with everything else I'm gonna have going on, but I'm aiming for every other weeks rather than every week this time. Now, the Alien story, the Alien romance story, I should say, I want to publish in 2026. I just need to get a move on with that. It's just write, and then find editors. I need to find the covers, all that stuff. I need to do a lot of research for, yeah, cover research and marketing, all that kind of stuff. But the Alien romance one, this is gonna get published this year. Like, even if I have to stop writing Hellbound and everything else, I'm gonna get this fucking book out. And then I've been struggling so hard with the sequel to Sword of Dalkor, and we're coming up on like 8, maybe 9 years now, 9 years in 2026 since I published the first one, and I am so embarrassed by that. And I'm just like pushing and pushing, and I rewrote the story, like the plot, several times, working on it, and I've just built this up into this huge beast, and I need to get out of my own way. So my aim for this year is to finish the first draft of the sequel. And again, if I need to pause Hellbound in order to get off my ass and actually get this working, I will. Hellbound, I love Hellbound, but it is what do I even say? It's like an experiment. It's something I wanted to do for fun. I have this thing planned out all the way to the end, in the sense of the bigger beats, the overarching themes and everything. So like, I will be able to get back to it whenever I want. Hellbound will be a secondary priority in 2026, as long as I can get the Alien romance done and the first draft of Sword of Dalkor sequel. I don't know what to call it yet. Then that's okay. Then moving on to more video like this, I've set a really tall goal for myself. I know that it's possible if I'm able to maintain the rhythm and I like actually push myself. So, which is what I want to do this year. And so, my goal for YouTube is to have 5,000 subscribers by the end of 2026. So, if you're not subscribed, hi. Along for the journey, I guess. And on TikTok, I want to get to 10,000 because I don't think that's going to be too difficult, as long as you actually make quality content, or not even quality content, but like regular content that attracts people. Not necessarily quality in like production quality, but yeah, I don't think it's too hard to get to 2,000, 10,000 on TikTok, but we shall see. So I put that as my goal for this year. And then I have been trying this year, or in 2025, to do vlogs. I felt like that was something I wanted to do. It's been something I've been in my head for doing for so long, and I've tried on and off. And I just like, you know what? My life is not that interesting. Like, it's not. I have an office job, so I sit on my ass in front of a computer tapping away, and then I'm an author. I sit on my ass in front of a computer tapping away. I make videos like this, which a lot of it is sitting on my ass in front of a computer tapping away, trying to figure out what the fuck to say. So my life is not that interesting enough for a vlog, and I don't have the capacity to do like all of these what do you call them, action vlogs of like, oh, I'm gonna go do X, here's the whole thing. So I've decided to stop making vlogs. If I want to make some sort of vlog, I'm allowed to do it in like short form, so no long form, no like horizontal kind of vlogs, just like TikTok shit. To kind of like scratch the itch if I feel like it, but otherwise, Nah. Focus your energy where it needs to be, and it's not on vlogs. I want to focus on my main YouTube channel, and in order to get to 5,000 subs, I'm gonna need to focus. So that's for videos. Let's move on to marketing, shall we? Marketing, I just like need to establish a basic plan for 2026 of like being a little bit more oh, what was the word again? I lost it again. Intentional with my marketing. So it's not difficult. I just need to figure out the balance, because I not only have all my creative stuff going on, I also have my day job, I have my social life, I have my health to take care of, and burnout and migraines is part of that. And I need to be able to manage it. So I need to figure out a marketing strategy, if you will, with including making like TikToks and YouTube videos and everything. For specifically, the TikToks is mostly geared towards my author side, not so much the commentary stuff. It's not that hard. I just need to figure out the balance with energy management. A lot of things are like in construction, under construction, and I love this phase. Basically, I love this whole building phase, because when I get to the maintenance phase, I get bored very easily. So I need to like invent new stuff for myself that needs to be built rather than maintained. Anyway, that's a sidebar. I have been doing the weekly reviews, which has been like a short reel on Instagram. Well, until Instagram fucked me over, but on TikTok as well. It has been great. Looking back at it now for preparation for this video, it was really great, because I do struggle with memory recall a little bit. And so that was the kind of the point of it, to be able to look back and get that prompt that I need in order to remember, like, oh yeah, I did that. Like the goat yoga, I completely forgot that I had done that, and then it popped up on this weekly review. So I've been a little bit like, oh, do I want to keep doing a video, or do I maybe want to push myself into doing like the weekly photo? I'm still leaning towards the short form video, because I can fit more into it than one photo a week. So that one is more like whatever I feel like. And then the final one is the other, right? It's just the miscellaneous one. I didn't know where to put everything else. But I want to read 12 books in 2026. So 1 month per, no, one book per month. And I want one of those books to be a Bell Hooks book, because I've had people getting like recommending it over and over and over and over again, and I just never actually sat down and read a fucking book from her. So 12 books, whereas one needs to be a Bell Hooks book. And then I want to start a side hustle. Okay, I love stickers, adore it. So I've had this idea of starting a sticker business for years. And now I'm like, you know what? Fucking do it. Now, I don't know anything about what I'm going to do. So January, February is definitely going to be the research months, trying to figure out what niche, where to go, how to do it, everything. So it's going to be very exciting to get to that point. And hopefully that will be stickers. During the research month, it might turn out that it's better to do something else. I don't know. But that's the initial question. Man, it is so cold today. Hold on, let me double check right now. It started out so good today. It's like, yeah, 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 there's no wind. It's all fine. It's now 2 degrees out, but because of the wind, it feels like -4. And I didn't bring a sweater. I didn't wear my freaking winter jacket, because I was like, oh, it's like 4 degrees outside. And it feels like 1. It's okay, Veronica. Look forward on the goddamn temperature, all right? You need to think ahead. You are born and raised in this goddamn country. You know this. Yeah. So in 2026, a personal thing is to learn to check the temperatures and dress accordingly, because I am freezing my ass off. Anyway, that is my 2025 in review and 2026 plans. Let me know what you have in store for 2026, because I feel like this is our fucking year, okay? I ended my whole relationship in 2025. My grandfather passed away. I had a bunch of stress shit. My migraines didn't get better. I had to start new medication. Oh, the whole fucking thing. So 2026. I am moving in less than 2 weeks, by the way. Anyway, thank you very much for being here. I hope you enjoyed this video. Drop your comments down below, and otherwise, I will see you in the next one. Bye.